ending harmful fisheries subsidies is the single most effective short-term act that can be done to turn around the current decline in the ocean's health.
We all have responsibility for our planet and its health. The real conflict here is between short-termism and long-term interests of the fisheries sector.
Fisheries subsidies are considered harmful when they contribute to overfishing and overcapacity, and of course also illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing. These harmful subsidies are considered a main driver of overfishing, and economists estimate that they amount to over $22 billion worldwide annually.
Harmful subsidies are a key driver of overfishing. Overfishing itself is one of the biggest threats to the ocean. What should be done with the money? It should be put towards increasing ocean biodiversity, mitigating the effects of climate change, and enhancing climate resilience.
I think it's about time that the world takes a critical look at the way coastal communities in Africa, at least for Ghana, I can say for sure, are being impoverished. If we have next door, or we're just next door to us, vessels which are already fully loaded with high-tech technology to be able to easily scoop up fish just like that. And with our small-scale fishes, there's nothing like technology.
If you give overfishing subsidies to kill and destroy your own fish in your own waters, that is bad enough. But if you do it and it goes to cause harm and damage on other people's waters or the commonly shared waters of the high seas, that is really, really terrible.
All too often, the negative impact of these subsidies is felt first and worst by those who are poorest, most vulnerable, and least able to find alternative livelihoods. These negative impacts far outweigh the false short-term economic gains that are derived from harmful fisheries subsidies.
If established fishing nations aren't prepared to commit to reform their harmful fisheries subsidies, which have fueled overfishing for decades, many other players might wonder why they should.
Here's an opportunity where we can level the playing field for everybody, where everybody takes on commitments and everybody makes shifts. If WTO members were to agree to end all harmful fisheries subsidies, so remove all harmful subsidies from their fishing fleets, it could lead to a 12.5% increase in global fish biomass by 2050.
We could do a lot of good things for the ocean if these billions were rechanneled to protect our seas and not to destroy marine life.
It matters to us from a systemic perspective. WTO must meet deadlines if it's to be credible and relevant. And let me strongly support and applaud the efforts of Ambassador Wills and of Dr. Ngozi.
Let us get a fair playing field. It's just not fair, and that we are just pleading with the international community to have a critical look at these harmful subsidies that they are giving to the industrial vessels.
So yes, it's an existential crisis for the WTO. And of course, in passing, it's also a crisis for marine life.
What we're trying to craft here is a missing piece of a bigger puzzle. The text needs to be read and approached in a common perspective, and that is from the perspective of finding in it a possible compromise. So hopefully, if members look at this in this way, we might be able to find a compromise and a solution soon.
Is there light at the end of this 22-year tunnel? Yes, the light is always there. The question is whether we have the communal wit to make our way into its enlightenment. The alternative of squabbling in the tunnel's shadows is a depressing prospect at a time when the ocean's health is in such clearly observable decline. Therefore, may 2021 prove to be the year in which we finally brought an end to harmful fisheries subsidies.